please like and subscribe.
Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. Alrighty, collective. This is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. It could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. All right. Creator, Holy Spirit of the Most High, ancestors, grandmothers, and grandfathers of the highest realms, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the guidance of the highest realms for the highest good for the collective. Thank you. What is the messages? What is the message? What does the collective need to know, Creator, who is being called to this reading? What do they need to know? Who is called to this reading and what do they need to know? Who is called to this reading and what do they need to know? Welcome, angels and ancestors of the highest realms. Only guidance of the highest realms is welcome here today. All right, they're already coming in. Can you see them, you guys? Welcome in. Angels and guidance of the highest realms is welcome here. Okay. Last card. Ooh. Okay, what's going on here? What is going on here? This is 741 hertz. And it's a vibration that helps, the vibration is called Purging Distrust. Okay, and what's on the bottom of the deck here is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, ooh, I'm getting vertigo already. Okay, oof, energy's moving. Vertigo is just energy, folks, okay? It's just energy. Okay. Is my light on? It is too. Okay, just a minute here. I need to shut that off. There we go. Okay, I need that on also. All right, let's have a look at the cards here. So in the recent past, you or somebody else went inward, looking at the past. You were facing the past, going inward. Really going inward, focusing on, oh geez, okay. See, the energy of my readings have changed. I feel like I've entered into a higher dimension. I'm starting to recognize that in my life. Anyway, especially when I'm I don't know, in the last few years, I've been noticing a difference about, as I'm sure you have too, just about yourself, how you're reading reality, how you're reading the cards, if you read your own cards also. Okay, so in the recent past, okay, so how they've changed is I used to read into, like, I would allow other people's energies in, and I'm realizing no, a lot of these readings are starting to be just primarily about you. If there is an energy from somebody else that needs to come in, it is a part of your growth, part of their growth. Yes, I will bring it in. Okay, so in your recent past, you or somebody else had gone inward, looking at the past in a state of process. Okay, just the ones that are up. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oof. Did you hear that land on the floor? Boom. Okay, well, it's not surprising there's a tower there. Okay. So you were in a place of contemplation about the past, processing inwardly, gone inward to look at some things about yourself, maybe about others, but just about the past because you're facing into the past. This way is the future. Excuse me. And you or somebody else in the current energies, I'm just going to cover this now so we don't get distracted from what we're doing here. The current energies, you or somebody else is no longer interested. Kind of on and off. There's a vacillation between yes, no, yes, no. Maybe this was you. Maybe this was whoever you were dealing with. I'm feeling it's more you, that you were closing a door, you went inward, and you did not want to invest in whatever this is, whatever that you were leaving behind in your past that you were in processing about. I'm feeling like you were ready to leave it behind, but in the process of leaving it behind, it gets really real sometimes, especially it's not as easy as sometimes letting go. Especially if it's a complex situation. If you weren't that emotionally invested in it, oftentimes it'll be easy to let go of. Like, yeah, it's like letting go of like a tuna sandwich or something, like who cares, whatever. But when it's somebody you really cared about, but you just, as much as you love them, you just can't be a part of their life anymore. And even though you made this decision, okay, I don't feel like you were on and off with them. I feel like you were on and off with yourself about it. And it was part of your process. Okay, they're giving me the message of quitting smoking. It's like an addiction, any addiction. For some reason, they're giving me... in Canada, a person on average will quit smoking 7 times, up to 7 times. So that's just an average. So if you look at the whole scale of that, that's up to 14 times that the average Canadian will quit smoking. I don't know why that's come into it, but that came in very clearly, quitting smoking. So somebody's on and off about leaving something behind. Maybe it's smoking. I feel like that's part of it. I feel like that's like a byproduct of a much, how do I say this, Creator? I'm getting that whoever this is, you're wanting to change your life, like entirely, thoroughly. So whatever vacillation, and I don't feel it's about quitting smoking. I feel like it has to do with what you're leaving behind, but you're going to be on and off about it. And the Creator's asking you to give yourself permission to make room for that part of the process. A person quits smoking. Could you imagine? Okay, that's why they're bringing this in. Could you imagine if it was like you have only one chance to quit smoking, and if you don't succeed, then you fail, like painful, agonizing failure. Absolutely not. And that's why the Creator's brought that in. That's why. Give yourself up to 14 times. That's just a number. It doesn't mean it's actually only going to be up to 14 times, okay? Give yourself what you need. Set a number. Yes, that's why they are saying that. They're saying set a number. If it's 14 times, then set 14. But by the time you reach 14, you should have reached a state of inner balance where you can let go of whatever this is. Even if the vacillation that happens later on after the 14 times that you go back and forth, you know, maybe it'll be way more than that. But either way, you're going to get out of this. You're going to leave this behind, and to give yourself the permission in the room for however that process unfolds. That's what this is. That's what this is. Don't put your hands around it and choke the crap out of it, okay? Let it be what it is. I feel like whatever you're doing is big. This is big. This is big. I feel like this is not your first rodeo. I feel like you are somebody who is like, you feel like, maybe you're not, but to me, the energy I'm picking up here feels like you're in your either early 40s, late 30s, early 40s, but you are coming to the end of something. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm just feeling you're wanting to change your life. You're not happy with about something. You've gone inward, looking at the past, and you're coming into the present energy of no more, whatever that is. And the future is bound up. The future is like self-victimization. I feel like whatever you're leaving behind, it's very deep within you, you within them, and they within you, whether this be a marriage, a family, maybe not necessarily a job, maybe even like a friendship of some kind, something. And if you, for some of you, there's going to be inaction here. For some of you, you're not going to make any action, and it's going to kind of bind you up because your Queen of Wands energy, this is going to be a subtle reading. This is not going to be an obvious reading, but for some of you, somebody needs to hear this message, okay? You're either dealing with the Queen of Wands or you are the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you're either dealing with somebody who is selfish, jealous, and very insecure. Could be them, could be you. Maybe this is you're leaving behind a part of yourself. And I don't mean leaving behind, but you're leaving behind the behavior and healing the wound that supported the behavior. Healing the wounds that caused the behavior. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you're leaving somebody who was jealous, insecure, and very selfish. Maybe you want to. There's either vacillation to the point where there's no action, but I know I can see the energy here. You're not interested in this anymore. Okay. Let's let this unfold. I think I know what's coming. Okay. So at one time, you and whoever this was, maybe this is yourself, but you and yourself or whoever this was, at one time you guys were very close. Yeah. And something happened, and I feel like there was some sort of a growth within you, some sort of almost like a sudden awareness, an epiphany, a lightning. See the lightning striking here? Lightning is indicative of high voltage consciousness, sudden high voltage consciousness coming in. You ever had idea come in, I see things very visually. So when a high voltage image comes into me within a message, it'll actually it's like a camera flash. It'll leave an imprint in my mind. And that's what I'm seeing here is you had a high voltage thought or insight or clarity about your relationship with someone or something. Maybe it was behavior in the past, and there was closeness to it, some sort of intimate relationship to it, whatever it was, whether it is a person, place, or thing. Then there was a high voltage consciousness about it. I feel like it made you very anxious. It made you because you couldn't unknow this now. Now you're aware of it. You can't be unaware of it. You keep looking toward the past. And again, looking toward the past. I feel like you're wanting to bring the past into a higher dimension with you. You were wanting to, it's time. That's what I'm feeling. It's like it was time. Pardon me. It was time for you to ascend. It was time for you to ascend, raise your vibration, go into higher dimensions. When I see the pyramids, I see higher dimensions, higher vibration within yourself. When it's within yourself, it'll also show up in the world. As within, so without. As above, so below. As within, so without. So that's what I'm feeling is you had some high voltage consciousness come in and shift something right out from under your feet. It made it very restless. This didn't happen once. I'm feeling that whatever the high voltage consciousness this was came over a series of maybe several years, to the point where you couldn't ignore it anymore. But it's not that you couldn't ignore it anymore. It's like you're bargaining with it. You're wanting to take it with you. You have a lot of mental activity about it, a lot of thoughts, a lot of almost just anxiousness, a lot of anxiety, a lot of thoughts about it, and you want her to take it with you into higher dimensions. Oh, geez. But you have to walk away. You knew you had to walk away. You knew it then, and you know it now. Absolutely. That's absolutely what this is. What is the Empress, Creator? What is the Empress? That's why there's so many guides here today. Okay. Yes, this one? Yes. Okay. Two of Swords. I'm making a difficult decision. You're right now in a place, I feel like this is something that has bubbled up from within you for many years about something very important to you, whether this is a job, a spouse. I didn't think it was a workplace, but now as I'm reading more of the energies, and the energies are a lot clearer, it could very well be a workplace. A workplace, a spouse, a parent, a family, a friend, something that means a lot to you. Something that means a lot to you. Oh, too many. No, too many, you guys. So many. Sorry, just talking to the spirits. Oh, okay, there we go. Here it is, the fourth one. It's almost like they were having a fight there. Okay. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Spider Woman, the Hanged Woman. Okay. Put this right here. So yeah, right now in your current energies, you're very aware you have to make a difficult decision. It's like you're ready to make it. And the Seven of Pentacles, I love this card. Look at the roots the giraffe is standing on. And while it eats from the upper dimensions of the tree. So roots are indicative of roots. They are your ancestry. They are supporting you. Look at them sticking out of the earth. They're not covered up by the dirt. They are emerged out of the dirt. Star, star. Beautiful pentacle. So I feel like you've been working very hard, strengthening yourself toward this decision to let go of whatever this is, knowing you have to let go, turn your back on a specific relationship. And you have moments, the vacillation where you're clear about it, and then you are, no, wait, just wait. Just give me a minute. I'm just feeling like you're, it's almost like part of you is like, okay, let's go. Come on. And the other part of you is like, well, like 5 minutes ago, you were all 100%, all of you was ready to go. But then there's a part of you that's like, okay, wait. Like you're still bargaining. You're wanting to slow down the process of leaving behind this person. And maybe this person is also in that place. Maybe they can feel the magnetics of the relationship changing. Maybe they want to slow you down also. Yes, because it's some sort of an enforced sacrifice. You know that where you're going is going to cost you this. You know it. The hermit is not just the hermit. The hermit is the magician. The staff he holds, the staff is his wand. Your word is your wand, and his lantern, both held by his hands. It has to do with the hands and the will. And you are inward, you know what you have to do, you know it. That where you're going is going to cost you. It is going to cost you. You feel in a state of I feel, sometimes a magician's mantle, meaning it's like a covering over the mantle. See, like a covering over the fireplace of some kind of a cloth draping over like a fireplace. That's like a mantle, and it's symbolic. Sometimes a magician's mantle can be heavy, because of the things a magician has to let go of. I feel that's what I mean. You're somebody who has authority. The Empress in reverse. You have authority. You have authority. You have status. You have authority. You know that you know. Whatever this is, you know that you know this. You may not know that you know everything, but this you do. This you do. Oh, these readings are... Oof. It's not so much drama-filled, you guys. You guys might leave the channel. It's not so drama-filled now. This is more dealing with you. I feel like the spirits, the Holy Spirit, the Creator's like, okay, I want a word with you. Like, this is specifically with you. Not that you're in trouble, but an intimate moment. You know what intimacy is? Sure, you've heard this saying that intimacy is really into me see. And that's what tarot is. That's why I call it the higher dimension of Buddhism. What is the Eight of Swords? What is the Eight of Swords? What is the Eight of Swords? Please bring us the Eight of Swords, please. The knowledge. What are the secrets of the Eight of Swords? This is minor arcana. Arcana means secrets. Things that are not known because they're inside of you or they're inside of someone else's psyche. We can't see them, but the spirits can see them, and a good reader can see them. So what are these minor secrets, Creator? Eight of Swords. Some sort of imprisonments, entrapments, self-victimization. Oh, okay. Here's the first three cards that just came out. Ooh. Three of Swords in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Death in reverse. Any cards jump out? Hopefully they'll land on the table. Nope. Are those yes? Yes. Okay. Oh, there's more. There's so many more. Is there three more? Okay. Okay. Yes, these are to come in. Okay, whatever you are to let go of, okay, this is like a clear divide. Holy smoke, I've never seen cards like this, quite like this. Okay, so I thought this was your energy. It could very well be your energy. Sometimes having moments of where no, it's not your energy. It's just not your energy, man. It's someone else's energy. It's someone else's energy from the past that you're thinking about, you have to leave behind. This is whoever, this is them in the future that you don't see coming. You're going to be healing some archetypal wounds here. Betrayal, abandonment, shame. Maybe these wounds were attached to the people of the past. But you're going to be coming out of this, healing from these wounds, healing from, going to be recovering, coming into a place of forgiveness and moving on. Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, I see why you have to leave them behind. Okay. Because you're healing and recovering lets go of the game. Let's go of the drama, the game, the hook. When you're hooked, when you're emotionally hooked in with somebody, some sort of a game, they've got their barbs and their hooks and their claws, their talons in you, their claws in you, their barbs and their hooks in you, but you've taken them out. You're healing from this, and that's why they go into an Eight of Swords. What the hell? That's just so weird. There's no more game anymore. It's all clarity now. It's all clarity now. I want you guys to be able to see all of this. So we're not going to even have the candle. And who cares about the candle? Okay, we'll be able to see everything here. So yes, you heal. Come into the mastery of your own emotions. The King of Cups, very stable energy. Very solid. Solid energy. Very controlled, very balanced, very compassionate, very solid. Whoever you're letting go of can see this, can see how solid you are, that you have changed. You're not who you used to be. I feel like before this hermit energy, before this time, on a different timeline, you were very different. I feel like they're seeing you as mastered yourself. You have mastered. So maybe you were very reactive. Maybe you had anger. I don't know, but something with your emotions because you've mastered this. And they're hanging on to you. They don't want to lose you, but they also can't keep you held down. They can't keep you held down. It's like you're out of their grasp. They can't even hang on to you. Whoever's hanging on to you doesn't grow. They don't really grow. They're stagnant. They're just not. It's almost like they're like immobile even. Or just their growth is incredibly slow, just very, very slow. But you are just galloping into new territory. You're galloping into new territory. Very action-oriented, very much so. Very fearless, action-oriented on the path of your heart. They wish you could come to them. They wish you could include them in your new territory, but you can't. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you were to bring this old energy with you, it would fail. They cannot. You would be accommodating them, and you would not be accommodating yourself and your true path right now that your soul is calling you to. You would be sneaking an old pattern in. Ooh, I don't want to read that. I don't want to talk about that, creator. Do I need to? Red Shoes by Clarissa Pinkola Estes in the book Women Who Run with the Wolves. If you get a chance to read that story, write this down in the book Women Who Run with the Wolves, the story Red Shoes. That's what happens when we sneak old behaviors into a new life. You can't put new wine into old wineskins, because the old wineskins won't be able to take the new wine and it'll tear. It'll destroy the fabric. Okay? So that's what I mean. You're not waiting around and somebody is in a place of self-entrapment, victimization. They can't move forward. I feel like they're dependent on you. And you are moving toward self-esteem and a happy home. And they are also happy inward home. Whoever this is, I'm getting to that this is also like a friend. Somebody who is a friend who stabbed you in the back, who broke your heart. Something they did that you had expected from anybody else except that person. Whatever happened, they've trapped themselves. I feel like they lost your friendship. They've trapped themselves because they underestimated you, because you're not who they thought you were. Oh God, look what's underneath this again. The Eight of Swords. They're burdened. Oh, because you released yourself from bondage, but they didn't. You no longer committing to this person in the future. They know it. You're in a place of luxury, stability. They're not. You are tuned into the higher dimensions, manifesting, finding new footing and new territory. They are manipulative, deceptive, and all talk. And they know that you are a true magician. They know it. They know it. You are not, and they will see this in the future. They will see that you are not who they thought you were. So this Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like maybe at one time you did resonate maybe with this person's energy. I don't feel like you were like a like revengeful and obstinate. Maybe you were stubborn and domineering and deceptive and tyrannical. That's what a Queen of Wands is somebody who's very deceptive and very abusive. Maybe you were, maybe you resonated with this person at one time, but no more. So this is the energy that is supporting the entire reading. So I feel like this is someone who was watching you. Someone who was watching you. You've made a last stand toward them. They can't come towards you. Look at this. You've got your guard up. You are victorious over this energy. I feel like somebody was foolish. I think they were foolish towards you. They were foolish, short-sighted. I think whatever this betrayal was that happened, that you've healed from, that happened in the past before this timeline, you've healed from it. I feel like whatever they did, it was ignorant. They were ignorant about you. They underestimated you. They were short-sighted. You are victorious. You are moving forward. You are fearlessly moving forward, taking action. Holy, look at this. Hierophant energy, very connected to the higher realms. You are incredibly independent. Very, very independent. They can't move forward because this is stopping them. They know what they did. They know, and they know that you know. And they know that you know that they know. Can you see why they're in this energy? You know who this is too. You know exactly who this is. So why are we talking about this person then, Creator? Because, okay, that's why. Because you are moving on. Something in you has moved beyond this person. They wish you would include them in your new, I think you're in like a new territory. You have moved on into a new dimension, new territory. And they want you to come and get them and bring them with you. But you can't. They have to carry themselves. They have to carry themselves. And you are moving forward, following the path of your heart toward you, home, homecoming, back to your heart, back to yourself. I feel like honoring the people who truly love you, who are in your home. I feel like whoever you've left behind, this is a friend, could be also be a family member, but I feel like it's a friend. And you walked away in the past. I feel like, yes, you walked away in the past. So then I'm feeling that it's not, I feel like you're genuinely not interested. Maybe you had moments of vacillation, but you work through it. You work through it because you were victorious here. You were victorious here. Yeah, whatever you went through, it was hard. It was hard in the current energy. It was hard. It was a challenge. You suffered. You felt the weight of it. You felt the weight of it. And maybe it isn't even really so much of the loss of this person. Maybe it was just the consequences of what they did. You know, it was, I think it's a conglomeration of all of it. The loss of them, what they did, how it affected you. I feel like, oh, geez. Ooh. This is a freaking adversary soulmate. Because they're so upset that you healed. I feel like your pain was their pleasure. And now that you have healed, they don't have anything to hold on to with you. They don't have anything like a toehold, any kind of a finger ledge to try to enter into your psyche in whatever way they can enter into your field. They can't, because you've healed from a 3 of Swords. Whatever this was, it was one time this way. They had power over you. Like they got something over on you. But you healed, and you didn't need their approval, their permission, their involvement. You healed this on your own. They realize you are not to be fucked with. They realize they lost someone special. I feel like you were a true friend to this person. Oh, they are burdened. You've released yourself. Are you kidding me? Seeing you with this is a disaster. Wow. Made a last stand. You're victorious. They were ignorant. You are still victorious. You're connected to the higher dimensions. You're very independent. There was a betrayal. This is confusion. The spirit of confusion. Yes, this is an adversary soulmate. Because you've seen through the confusion. You see where you were deceived. You see where your mistakes were that allowed this friendship to even be what it was. When you saw your mistakes, you totally left this person. You left this person. You were whatever. You were no longer collaborating with this person at all anymore. They no longer had power over you. You healed the star energy. They're angry. You're healing. They're still animalistic. They're feeling punished and unseen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, very interesting. I feel like this may not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, at least one of you that's listening to this reading, I feel like whatever this person did, this could be in the workplace, this just could be with a circle of friends, but I feel like whatever they did, for some of you, or for one of you, at least for one of you, whatever this person did that you left behind, whatever they did, they were coaxed into it by their friends, people that were jealous of you. They listened. They listened to what their friends had said. Now, it's in the future now. You gotten over this. Time has elapsed. They're no longer hanging out with those people anymore. But they're left in this energy. Where's their friends now? Where's their gang now? Whatever this is, I don't think this was like a gang, but where's all their camaraderies now? Where is everybody? And they're not the ones that did whatever you did. And I think that's what made it so enjoyable to them, is because you guys were friends. This person meant something to you. Like I said, they were jealous, and they're saying incredibly selfish too. So that may be for one of you, okay? That's not for all of you. For the rest of you, this person was just foolish. I don't think friends were involved in it. They were just foolish, jealous in their own way, selfish in their own way, insecure in their own ways, and they acted from that place and lost a true friend, lost somebody that they realized that they really loved, that they really love, but this is adversary soulmate. So I feel like in some way they know you're the real thing, but they'll never tell you. They'll never tell you. Because they're not going to do their work. You know, they say that's why magicians become arrogant assholes, is because some of the work that a magician does, it's like a shaman. It manifests what's in your psyche, unresolved things within yourself. It'll manifest them in their life. And sometimes a person's pride, like, I don't have to deal with that, I'm beyond all of that, and they don't deal with it, and it just compiles within them, and they just become assholes. And that's what I feel happened, is somebody got seduced by not the magician's power. I think that they were under the illusion of being a magician, because they won't meet you where you are. I think they're like super jealous of you. I feel like maybe there's something, I don't know. I don't want to say it because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a mental health expert. But they're definitely not where you are, okay? That's what I'm going to say. And I don't feel like they can be, and I don't think they will ever let you know. Nor will they ever validate you with what they know that they did. But you don't give a fuck about that, because they know that you're over it. You don't need their validation. You don't need their permission. You don't need their contribution. You walked away in spirit in the past. Maybe this is more than one person, but either way, you are victorious. All right, you guys, this is a beautiful reading. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next reading. Alrighty, bye. If you resonated with this reading, perhaps you will like this reading.